What's going on, everybody? In this video, we get to expose something that AO Racing has been fighting for a very long time. So let's expose what that is, starting right now. Imagine a car that is so iconic that it inspires racing fans worldwide. Not for its performance on the track, but also its unique and unforgettable design. AO Racing's Rexy Porsche GT3 is not only a race car, but it's also a symbol of creativity and super fierce competition. With the popularity of the Rexy Porsche and some of the notable brands coming out with 18 scale and 64 scale castings and molds, the unlicensed counterfeit diecast brands have gone into full effect. For fans and collectors that take pride in owning a small piece of AO Racing's legacy, these counterfeit models are more than just a disappointment. It's more a betrayal of AO Racing's authenticity for what they stand for. So let's begin with this post from Facebook, and not only on Facebook, but they've also done this on their Instagram as well. And it reads, and I quote, "Hey Rexy fans, this is a reminder to please use caution when purchasing your AO Racing diecast or models. Several new scams have popped up in recent weeks, and several fans have clicked on spam links or received cheap knockoffs. We'd like to remind you that we cannot promise the quality or authenticity of any sale of knockoff merchandise. The only AO licensed diecast and model manufacturers are TSM, Top Speed and Mini GT, Spark, and believe it or not, Hot Wheels. Anything else hurts our brand, scams our fans, and makes Rexy sad." In addition to that post, here are some other knockoff brands that I'm going to expose. There's a brand called Solo, which just looks like they took a regular Porsche casting and stuck the Rexy livery on it. We all know of Time Micro, of course, doing the duo Rexy and Roxy type of setup. They've even got little dioramas and stuff to make it more enticing for people that are unsuspect, like some that are out there. Kang 5 models doing some 18-wheeler Rexy options, which make absolutely no sense. And then you've got a brand called Zoom Models putting the Rexy and Roxy livery on whatever they feel like they've got, which in this case, it's not even a Porsche. And of course, you can't be without an RWB knockoff version of the Rexy livery. And this one's from Modern Art, which actually makes dioramas. It looks like they've shared Time Micro's passion for making some diecast as well, since they're kind of like the same brand. But with all those brands, I have saved the best for last. Check out this. In comes this Top Models. That's right, guys. For you that know it all so well, this is a brand that made, I guess, a 64 scale of Huni Pegasus. I don't know if these were one of the brands that actually got caught, and what's unfortunate is all that was happening after the time of his passing, and some of these brands were trying to capitalize on that. However, check out this Frankenstein. Okay, so first off, they used the Ken Block Huni Pegasus as their foundation, and then on top of that, they decided to put the Rexy livery on it, and they even kept the 43 because they were so lazy. They just kept the number 43, which is actually for the Huni Pegasus. It's actually not for any of the Porsche GT3 Rexys that exist within the AO Racing lineup. They did do a little bit of effort here with the WeatherTech Laguna Seca that the Rexy car is usually found at for the IMSA Racing. Even on the nameplate, you can see Huni Pegasus on there, which is absolutely incredible that they left that on there. They've always got, these brands will always try to bait you from the perspective of it being limited edition to try and, you know, create some buzz that, hey, there's only a few left, so hurry up and get it. Got the AO logo in the background. And then here's the funniest part. All trademark rights reserved, which is really ironic considering they didn't get any permission from anyone to use anything that they did here, but for some reason you're not allowed to take what they've done until you've asked for permission. This is just some of the atrocious things that are out there. Now imagine trying to get anybody from the AO Racing team to sign this.
Sorry.
This watch is a copy.
US.
No, US Honda is a very big company.
That's why.
Let's compare something that is legit This is one that just recently released, and here you have it. This is the Sparky 64 scale. Now, they may do the Roxy edition as well, only time will tell, but Spark Models is one of the brands, as mentioned earlier, that is allowed to produce this product. You also have the Top Speed Models version in 18 scale that also did release recently, and some insider news, Glenn has even confirmed that they will be producing the Roxy version. He does have a mini GT version of the green one coming out soon as well, so hopefully that's going to drop soon. Backed by AO Racing and the gang, and then here is where all the goodies really are. So you've got a Porsche licensed product. Now that is very hard to get. Only very few brands have the actual Porsche license, and for good measure, because Porsche wants to protect their brand and make sure they're allowing only certain people to team up with them when it comes to diecast model cars. Here you even have the 24-hour excuse my French, Le Mans official product license right here. So that's another cool one. And this thing dimensionally looking exactly the way it should in 64 scale. All the livery is legit. They even have the right number on that one. So that's the 56 version of it. The front end looking the way it should. The wide body accurately displayed. Now, Porsche has to sign off on this. AO Racing has to sign off on this. A lot of guys have to sign off on this. So everything is right and the way it should be with this one. But James, why does this bother you? Why do you even care? It's just a diecast. So to those types of people, I say, why infringe on what AO Racing has worked so hard to build? Where's the fan service in that? Where is the actual support when it comes to things like that? Why should AO Racing lose out on any royalties that they may deserve? I mean, they've worked very hard to get to where they are. Same goes for some of the other aftermarket companies. Same goes for the automakers as well. Should we not hold these brands accountable for what they're doing if they aren't doing the right thing? To me personally, it just seems like the most common sense right thing to do. Some may disagree, but I promise that many actually do agree. This is definitely not some attempt to stop people from doing what they want to do, because obviously you're free to collect whatever you want to collect. However, I will say that a little bit of education goes a long way, and this is only to provide information for those that are unsuspecting, did not know. And I get DMs and messages all the time when people thank me for being able to provide this type of information so that they're better informed and more prepared, especially when they're getting into the hobby. But it seems more often than not that when things get popular, unlicensed brands are going to do what they always do best and try to cash in on the latest trends. And with that, some of the diecast resellers out there will also try to do the same thing. AO Racing will continue on with the fight to ensure that their brand is upheld and the integrity is there. I will continue my personal journey when it comes to this stuff as usual. And unfortunately, it seems that you can't stop it. And the best way to fight back on this is very simple. Just don't buy into it. If you're wanting to learn a little bit more about some brands that are unlicensed, you can check out this video right here where I talk about brands that I am done with. I actually need to make an updated video, but that is a great starting point. I'll see you guys in that video.